Hi, I'm Janice Zarro. I'm the president of Stilettos and Sneakers, an intergenerational conversation. And we're all about empowering women and working with all generations of women to understand their values, to help with communication, and to work together more effectively in the workplace. I had the privilege of attending the Step into Light Summit that was sponsored by Sunshine from Darkness. And it was both informative and it was enlightening. And let me share with you why. I work with many women, but many times with Gen Zs and millennials. And you cannot work with that group of young people without dealing with what they call mental well-being. They have expectations that they bring to the workplace. And the challenge is that the managers are often Gen X and baby boomers have to deal with those expectations. So the summit was just terrific in the range of topics that it offered. Of particular interest to me and so helpful in the work that I do was the panel on ethnic and cultural, on the impact of ethnic and cultural connections or backgrounds that people have, both in the way they are perceived in terms of their mental health challenges, the way they're treated. And I learned and gained so much insight. It's something I'd never really heard experts talk about before. So that was particularly helpful. I think the second thing that was most helpful in the work that I do was the keynote address, which talked about the social media platforms that so control and impact, especially young people, what they feel, what they see, and what they hear, and how it impacts how they interact with other generations, which of course I'm so keen on. And so that was very, very helpful. And then an added dimension that I found helpful and enjoyable was the panels were laced with 2 interactive sessions. I'd not seen that at many conferences before. And one of those interactive sessions dealt with sound and how sound can heal. And there were Tibetan drums, and there were all kinds of ways that sound can be helpful. And finally, improvisational theater, where an improvisational comedian taught the audience and had us participate in interactive techniques that deal with mindfulness and listening to others. I think that's an art that we've lost.